everyone, a very happy new year to all of you. First of all, sincere apology for not being able to put up videos in the last 2 weeks. Things were pretty bad at my end. I hope all of you are staying safe and taking enough precautionary measures to protect yourselves from the third wave of COVID. This video is going to be a part of Advanced Excel and will talk about the indirect function which, when applied, returns a reference to a range. Let's see how does it work. Over here we have a text written in cell I3 and we have I3 written in cell A3. On applying the indirect function and taking cell A3 as the reference, we see it's returning the text which is mentioned in cell I3. That is, indirect function is treating the text mentioned in the reference cell, that is cell A3, as a cell address and returning the value accordingly. Note that cell A3 is named as high over here. In case we are applying the indirect function and putting the reference cell in double quotes, the function will not indirectly refer to it as a cell address. Instead, it will return the value mentioned in reference cell. Over here, it's I3. Now that we know how the function works, let's discuss how can we apply this function. Consider a situation where a firm has its current and previous year's sales data in two different sheets of the same workbook, and we are concerned in getting region-wise data added up for different years with a little bit of automation. It is always a good practice to convert any data in the form of array into a table. We can do that simply by selecting the set of data and pressing Ctrl+T. Additionally, I have named these tables for convenience. So if you see, the previous year's data table is named as data_py and the current year's data table is named as data_cy. I have kept it handy over here. Let us use some data validation to toggle between the years, which will be our first step towards automation. Go to the Data tab, click on Data Validation, select List, and the source will be the years 2020 and 2021 in our case. Click on OK, and now we are able to easily toggle between the different years. To get the total sales from the North Carolina region in the year 2021, let's use the SUMIFS function. Start typing SUMIFS, it appears in the suggestion. Press tab to select. Now select the range of sales values. Select the range of our first criteria. Now select the first criteria, close bracket, press enter, and we have a value here. Let's see if the sales for North Carolina actually sums up to 259,233, and yes, it does. Now let's change the year, but the value doesn't change. So the major challenge before us is that we have to sum data from two different sheets given there will be few conditions. Take a look at the formula bar. So we have to devise a strategy through which the SUMIFS function refers to the table data_cy when the year is 2021, and it should refer to the table data_py when the year is 2020. To get that done, we will use a combination of SUMIFS, indirect, and VLOOKUP. Two things to note. First is we will need these column headers, and the second is we will have to be very careful with brackets because the formula will be a combination of three different functions. While writing the formula, we will have to ensure that the resultant of our SUMIFS should appear exactly like this. The VLOOKUP function will help us achieve that. Just in case you want to glance over VLOOKUP function, link for the video is provided in the description box. While applying the VLOOKUP function in our formula, we will take help from this list. So let's start typing the formula. SUMIFS appears in the suggestion. We will combine this with indirect, which again appears in the suggestion. Now we will apply the VLOOKUP. So our lookup value will be the year and the array will be this list. VLOOKUP has to move by 2 columns, so we will press 2, and we are interested in an exact match, so we will select false. Close bracket. We will combine this VLOOKUP with the column headers of our table. So to do that, we will press and we will be putting the column headers in square bracket within double quotes. So our first column headers is sales in units. Close the square bracket, close double quotes. Now we will close bracket for our VLOOKUP. Press comma, start typing indirect again. Again, let's apply a VLOOKUP. This is going to be our lookup value. Select the lookup array. VLOOKUP has to move by 2 columns again, and we are interested in an exact match. Now we will close the bracket. This time we will have to combine this with region, which is another column header. We will do that by putting it in square brackets within double quotes. Close square bracket, close double quotes, close the bracket, press comma, give the reference, that is, or the criteria for our SUMIFS function, close bracket, press enter, and see we have the value of North Carolina region of the year 2020. Let's see if it matches. And yes, the value is 2,59,975. Let's see if it changes if we change the year. Yes, it does. Let's verify it again. The total sales value of North Carolina in the year 2021 is 259,233. So it completely matches our value. Before dragging it down, we will follow the good practice and we will fix the ranges by pressing F4, which will help us avoid any kind of mistake or any kind of discrepancy. So press F4 and we have it fixed. Now we can simply drag it down and we have the values. If we change the year, we will see our values updating automatically. A short disclaimer, that is, indirect is a volatile function, so it's recommended to be calculative while using indirect function too many times in large sized workbooks. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you find it useful, please press the like button and share the video. Feel free to provide any feedback in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get all the notifications.